Kieren, a 50-point win over Essendon tonight at Etihad Stadium. How important was that victory, and how impressed were you with how the team went?
Oh, it's a big victory, you know. The Bombers set themselves for this. I mean, we heard the talk during the week that they were, looking forward to the challenge, and that was a challenge to our group today. You know, we wanted to come out of the blocks and set the scene early. I thought we did that. We've probably done that really well the past 4 or 5 weeks. So a credit to the boys, and we head into the bye with some momentum, which is pleasing. But at the same time, we're not going to get too carried away with it. You know, we're fully aware we've got Geelong on a Thursday night coming up, so we'll enjoy the win and have a couple of days off, but then we'll get back into business.
You mentioned there getting off to a good start. That tackle pressure in the first quarter was really impressive. Were you happy with how the tackles were sticking, but also getting the reward on the scoreboard with accurate kicking as well in the first quarter especially? Yeah,
well, I mean, it was a focus for us there. The Bombers, I mean, we did our homework. They were number one for short kicks and uncontested possession, so that's how they like to get their game going. And I thought our boys' pressure all over the ground, the forwards chasing, the mids, covering the outlets, it really kept the ball in their half early, and they couldn't get the ball out of there. So that's pleasing, and that's probably, the benchmark for us now. And, it's a cornerstone of our game, and it probably is for every team, but we know if we get it right, we're pretty hard to beat.
The midfield as a group, really impressive tonight, led by yourself, Josh Kennedy, guys like Birdie as well running through. How did you rate the midfield's performance in getting the win?
Yeah, I thought it was a really even effort. The pleasing thing is we're not relying on one or two, and we've got a real good mix in there. We've got some real depth now, and we've been able to get Luke Parker go to another level, and Jakey Lloyd running through there. Jets playing really good footy too, and Harry Cunningham had a run, on Stanton as well. So he'll learn a lot from that. I thought it was a really even effort, and that's what we need.
Yeah, with the tools up forward, how confident are you guys going forward that a guy like Buddy can take the mark and convert the goal? And then, well, probably a bit quieter than last week, Tippo stepped up and nailed his 3 goals when he had the opportunity, and everyone's just standing up when it's their turn.
It is, and I thought they played their role magnificently. We're not going to ask them to kick 6 or 7 goals, but if they can bob up and compete in the air and give us a contest, and on the off chance they're going to grab them, they are going to grab them. They're big blokes down there, and it just helps stem momentum if they can kick big goals. So it's pleasing, and the mid's getting in there to them. I thought we gave them plenty of chances, and they delivered.
I guess down the other end, in stringing 5 games together, the defence has been a real focus tonight. They kept Essendon to below 10 goals again. How happy are you with how the defensive units are gelling together and really stopping teams?
Yeah, I think they're back to playing like a real united back 6. They're working together really well. I mean, I think they're really clear on their roles down there, and if they can just defend and win their one-on-ones, hopefully the mids are going to be working back and helping them out. So we've got to make sure the midfield group puts a fair bit of pressure on, so it's not going in there too easily. But I thought overall the defenders have been great. I think it's been a real even effort across the ground.
You mentioned Geelong, the next game up, a team that really needs no introduction. What does the team do over the bye to make sure that they're ready to go on Thursday night at the SCG?
Yeah, look, I mean, we'll have a couple of days off. I think we just need to sit back and just relax for a couple, and it's going to be a big back end of the season. But we'll get in on Wednesday, get back to the club. It'll be 8 days before Geelong, and we'll just start really preparing for that. Touch wood, I don't think there's any injuries, so that's the pleasing aspect, and we can rest up and really look forward to that game on a Thursday night into Indigenous round, and should be on then.